Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Lamborghini Aventador, one of my favorite Lamborghinis of all time. We're going to be covering each and every detail of this beauty Lamborghini Aventador. So make sure to leave a like rating on the video, and without further ado, let's get started. We're starting off with the front of the car, looking at the Lamborghini Aventador. This right here is the very first thing that you will notice when you see an Aventador coming towards you down the road. Those sick Y-shaped LED headlights of Lamborghini Aventador. They are just absolutely sick. They kind of look like the eyes of a bull. If you didn't know, the Lamborghini logo is a bull, so that is fitting for today's episode. Moving on from there, we have the very sharp nose of the Lamborghini Aventador. Lamborghini Aventador has a nice little splitter right here that actually does add downforce to the car. The main function of it is to actually help the car stick to the road at higher speeds, which is really cool. And then we have the two intakes right here in the Lamborghini Aventador. These are actually not functional. They don't do anything at all. They're just for show. So they're called fake vents. They're there just to make the car look more aggressive. And then finally, we have the Lamborghini badge right here in the center of the front end of Lamborghini Aventador. Moving on to the side view of the Lamborghini Aventador. One of the most iconic things about the Lamborghini Aventador is those sharp lines. It has so many sharp lines on this car. I mean, take a look at this wing mirror of Lamborghini Aventador. Look at how sharp it is. And then you have the line flowing into the door. Super sharp. You have the line along the side skirt. You have the line that goes up into the rear quarter window, which also incorporates the rear wing. The amount of lines on this car is just amazing. Then we have, of course, the iconic scissor doors of the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, these are the normal ones. There were some special editions that came with, doors that opened upwards. But these are the regular ones. And next to the doors of Lamborghini Aventador, you can see we have the, indicator lights right there. Moving on, we have the side skirts, which again incorporate those sharp lines into them. And then we have the 20-inch alloy wheels that come on the Lamborghini Aventador. These are forged wheels, so they are lighter than your typical cast wheels. The brake calipers of Lamborghini Aventador. These are actually made out of carbon fiber ceramic, which is a really strong material. It's called carbon ceramic brakes. And then you can see in Lamborghini Aventador a nice little, air intake right there in the middle of the door. That is actually for the engine. The reason why it's up here is because the engine is up here. The mid-engine rear-wheel drive configuration means that the engine sits behind the driver and the passenger. So in order to reach the engine, the air intake is up here. And then finally, we have the exhaust pipes on the side. Now, these are fake. These don't actually do anything. They're just for looks. The real exhaust pipes are at the rear of the vehicle. Finally, moving on to the rear of the Lamborghini Aventador. This is what makes the Aventador truly unique. In my opinion, Lamborghini Aventador have the insane rear wing. This wing provides massive downforce to the car. You can see how big it is. It is huge. The light bar on Lamborghini Aventador that goes across the entire rear end. It's almost like a light bar on a police car, but it looks extremely amazing on the Aventador. It looks super futuristic and otherworldly. When we talk about the engine of Lamborghini Aventador, we have the 6.5-liter V12 engine that sits behind the driver and the passenger. This engine is naturally aspirated, which means there's no turbocharger or supercharger. It is a pure naturally aspirated engine, and it produces 700 horsepower and 509 pound-feet of torque. The engine is actually a masterpiece. Alright guys, now we're going to be heading inside the Lamborghini Aventador and taking a look at the interior of this beauty. As soon as you open up those 6 scissor doors of Lamborghini Aventador, the first thing you're going to notice inside Lamborghini Aventador is the red interior. Almost everything inside the Aventador is red. The seats, the steering wheel, the dash, the door panels, pretty much everything is red in Lamborghini Aventador. Of course, you can customize this if you wanted to. When you bought the car, you could have picked any color that you wanted for the interior. But this is what comes stock on the Aventador. Then we have the start button in Lamborghini Aventador. The start button is actually on the left side of the dashboard, which is very odd. Normally, the start button is on the right side. So yeah, you just hold down on that start button and the V12 comes alive and it sounds like a monster. The climate control settings in Lamborghini Aventador is right there on the left side. Very simple. We have the volume knob for the sound system right there. And then we have the infotainment screen in Lamborghini Aventador. Then we have the gear selector in Lamborghini Aventador. This is actually a push button gear selector. So all you have to do is press forward for drive, reverse for reverse, and press that button again to put it in neutral. In Lamborghini Aventador, we have the seats. Now these are carbon fiber seats. They actually look really good. They look super futuristic. Here in Lamborghini Aventador, we have the seat controls right there on the left side of the seat. These are actually powered seats. So if you wanted to move the seat forward or backward, you could easily do that with those buttons. Then we have the manual adjustments for the backrest. Finally, we have the seat belts in Lamborghini Aventador. These are actually 6-point harnesses. So if you were going racing in this, you would have to wear a racing harness. But if you were just driving on the street, you only had to wear one seat belt. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something about the Lamborghini Aventador. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating on the video. And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.